I'm gonna do a Wilson Field review, a partial viewing of World War Z. I started watching that. I don't know how far I am into it. I wasn't watching the timer, probably 45 minutes or an hour maybe. I actually dozed off and fell asleep, so it's not like a full partial viewing. Even it's just a partial viewing. So I didn't really watch very much of it. I guess I probably watched half hour of it. It's decent enough. Excuse me, but yeah. Watching it with someone else would have been better, I think, because there's a scene at the beginning, or it's near the beginning, when they're going up a stairwell when Brad Pitt's character, Jerry, his wife and his daughters, he's got two little girls. It's in the dark, and she's carrying a flare. So you see the red, and you can see little bits of, you can't see it very clearly. And for me, when I can't see something, it's good to have someone with me, like at least talk to a little bit, say, what's going on? Who's that? Because I missed the story. I think I missed part of the story on any movie because of that. I don't know. A big thing about me and movies in general is that I tend not to watch movies all the way through. For the amount of movies that are out there, I've watched a precious few of them. So anyway, it's good for what it. I mean, it's a good enough movie. I kind of watched it. I had it on DVR for a long time. Then we deleted it off DVR, I think. But it's on Netflix. I started watching on Netflix. And I thought, for all this time, I thought, I need to watch this because I'm so into the zombie apocalypse and zombie stuff. But this movie is not as much of the after, the zombie apocalypse after, the survival stuff. It's not the survival stuff as much as it's the outbreak. It's when it's happening, it's the zombie outbreak. I guess it's more about that than the survival. I like the survival stuff. Is really interests me to see how people would survive. This movie, it shows how people would freak out if something happens. It's kind of scary, civilians, they were just like in the very beginning, so it's like not spoiler because it's the first scene. They're stuck in traffic and somebody speeds by, a police car speeds by the car and breaks off the car window, and they get out, and anyway, people are panicking. This is, I think they're in New York, I think, because they talk about being at the UN before, is where he was at. So I don't know. I see, that's another reason why it would be good for me to be with somebody, watching a movie with somebody, because I miss details like that, where they were. But it was a city, and they were stuck in traffic, and people were panicking, and these were just regular humans panicking and running away. And they call them Zeeks, the zombified. They're not really zombies in the sense of well, it's a different kind of zombie. Every movie is a little different. These are the running really fast, eating. I think they're just eating. They bite the humans. That's what zombies do. So they're just running, and they're running after the people, and the people are swarming. So this would basically show how panicky humans would be if something happens. They showed in this grocery store people fighting over food, and guy shooting another guy, and it's just stuff like that. It's just like, people are gonna panic if something happens. People will panic, and But anyway, so I didn't watch the entire movie. I fell asleep. I was sat on the couch taking the afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, so of course I fall asleep during it. And I had to press pause and off because, well, it's time for me to go get the girls from school. So it's, you know, to be honest, I doubt I'll start watching it again, because if a movie doesn't really hook me, I probably won't finish it. That's why I don't watch a lot of movies. I started watching something that interests me because I've watched precious few of zombie movies. I don't think, when I really think about it, maybe I'm not as interested in zombie as I am in just survival, because I used to watch Operation Castle or whatever that was on TV, where they were building the castle, and I like that, and Doomsday Preppers. I like those kind of shows. So anyway, I want to watch zombie movies, and if there are any that are good and would hook me, you think, and not a lot of cussing. It's just like, come on. You gotta have better ways to express yourself than dropping the F-bomb. It's just like, duh. But because I hadn't seen zombie movies, I took a suggestion to watch Zombie Stoner and the Co-Ed. I added it to my list on Netflix and started today. Watched about the first 5 minutes. A lot of screaming, a lot of running, a lot of boobs. It was a boob flick. With the movie like something in the Co-Ed, it's going to be on college campus, and it's like, this is not a good zombie movie. It was just, I mean, it probably would have been a decent story. I mean, when you get through all the gratuitous boob shots, I mean, come on, I like boobs as much as the next guy, but there's a time and a place. I mean, I seriously wanted to just watch a good movie, you know? That's what I want. A good apocalyptic survival type movie that I can watch by myself, because I don't have a lot of buddies who I sit and watch movies with. Yeah. If you have one, totally suggest it to me. This ends my Whistle and Pill review, or partial review.